Here are some puny penny prospects making big moves, or possibly gearing up to make big moves, starting with Plug Power. It recently delivered its first 10-megawatt Gen Eco electrolyzer to Galp's Sines refinery in Portugal, marking the launch of one of Europe's largest green hydrogen projects. The project is set to reach 100 megawatts by 2026 and will produce up to 15,000 tons of renewable hydrogen annually. This shift will replace 20% of the refinery's gray hydrogen demand and cut approximately 110,000 tons of CO2 emissions each year. The $650 million project, initiated in 2023, combines green hydrogen electrolysis with renewable fuel production, HVO-SAF, and supports Portugal's decarbonization strategy. The project represents Plug Power's largest electrolyzer deployment globally and adds to its expanding presence in Europe, where it is also working on large-scale projects in Spain and the UK. The Sines refinery will play a key role in decarbonizing hard-to-electrify industries, demonstrating hydrogen's potential for industrial-scale applications. For Plug Power, this milestone is an important step toward its long-term growth strategy, but its short-term success hinges on achieving break-even gross margins, with continued progress on cost-cutting initiatives like Project Quantum Leap. Investors are optimistic following the delivery, but Plug's persistent losses and cash burn remain a risk. The company is working to address these challenges through its $150,200 million annual savings target and strong project wins like the Sines Initiative. Collaborating with Galp is a significant example of hydrogen's readiness for large-scale industrial use, with Plug Power positioning itself as a leader in the growing hydrogen economy. Plug has already deployed over 72,000 fuel cell systems globally and operates 275 fueling stations. It continues to expand its generation network to meet rising demand for clean hydrogen. With projects like the Sines refinery, Plug Power aims to set the standard for green hydrogen in Europe's refining and broader energy sectors. On the right side of the railroad tracks, RVSN signed a non-binding term sheet to acquire a 51% majority stake in Quantum Transportation Limited, a firm specializing in quantum computing and AI error correction technologies. The proposed deal will involve RVSN issuing ordinary shares worth approximately 4.99% of its share capital to select Quantum Transportation shareholders in exchange for their full holdings. Additionally, RVSN plans to extend a convertible loan of up to $700,000 to Quantum Transportation, which will be repaid within 24 months with an 8% annual interest rate. Quantum Transportation is known for its patented machine learning-based universal decoder for quantum error correction, which addresses noise in qubits, a major hurdle in scalable quantum computing. This technology is designed to be code-agnostic, noise-aware, and scalable, making it adaptable across various hardware platforms. RVSN intends to leverage this breakthrough in quantum error correction for its railway systems, enhancing capabilities in anomaly detection, predictive maintenance, and autonomous rail operations. The main objective is to unlock new efficiencies and safety advancements in the railway sector, with the potential for broader applications in the transportation industry. The deal is subject to the signing of definitive agreements, meeting key milestones, and obtaining regulatory approvals. The companies anticipate closing the transaction within 60 days. It's also likely to help RVSN build more steam following it securing a European patent for its enhanced train safety system, adding further fuel to help its stock, which received a 180-day extension from NASDAQ to meet the minimum bid price requirement for its stock. Away from the tracks and back on the road reveals explosive potential of a different kind. Following a fire at Faraday Future's Los Angeles headquarters early on Sunday, September 28th, significant damage was caused after an electric SUV, the FF91, caught fire, leading to an explosion that blew out part of a wall. The fire, which was reported at 4:37 a.m. local time, was extinguished by the Los Angeles Fire Department in about 40 minutes, and no injuries were reported. The building where the fire occurred, a smaller two-story structure next to the main headquarters, was severely damaged and deemed unfit for occupancy by the Los Angeles Department of Building and Safety, receiving a red tag designation. Faraday Future confirmed the fire, stating that it occurred in a display area with an early engineering prototype of the FF91 electric SUV. The company emphasized that no injuries occurred and operations at its headquarters were unaffected. The cause of the fire is being investigated. It may be linked to an electrical short circuit in the showroom's wiring or a loose connection in the vehicle's 12-volt low-voltage system. The FF91 prototype involved in the fire had interior materials that did not meet production vehicle flammability standards, which could have contributed to the severity of the blaze. The fire comes at a challenging time for Faraday Future, which has faced significant financial difficulties. The company had sold the headquarters building in 2019 and leased it back, but a lawsuit from the current owner, Rexford Industrial, attempted to evict Faraday Future over late payments. A settlement was reached in April 2024, with the lease set to expire in September 2025, though the current status of the lease is unclear, as the property is now being marketed for lease. Despite the fire and ongoing challenges, Faraday Future continues its efforts to market its electric vehicles, including hosting events like the FX Super One Co-Creation and Sales Tour, aimed at showcasing its new products in various U.S. cities. It remains focused on production and delivery goals for the FX Super One, an electric van set for regional launch in late 2025. Above the remnants of the fire, XTI Aircraft, a subsidiary of XTI Aerospace, has appointed aviation veteran Steve Zorabian as Executive Vice President to lead the development of its family of vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, starting with the TriFan 600. This appointment is a key step as the company moves toward the first flight, certification, and commercialization of its groundbreaking aircraft. Zorabian, with decades of experience in both rotorcraft and fixed-wing aircraft production, will provide leadership across engineering and flight programs. He will also play a crucial role in building relationships with regulators, government agencies, and industry stakeholders. Zorabian's appointment follows a successful tenure as Chief Operating Officer at Piasecki Aircraft Corporation, where he led the company through significant transformations, including acquiring Lockheed Martin Sikorsky's Heliplex facility. Before Piasecki, Zorabian had a distinguished 17-year career at Boeing, where he held senior leadership roles in programs such as the V-22 Osprey tilt rotor and the CH-47 Chinook, meaning he has highly applicable experience to guide XTI aircraft toward the commercialization of the TriFan 600, which has some similar characteristics to the Osprey, as they are both designed to combine the advantages of the range of fixed-wing planes with the vertical mobility of helicopters. Zorabian expressed excitement about the TriFan's potential to transform sectors like business aviation, disaster recovery, and military flight, noting that the aircraft is uniquely positioned to meet the demands of these markets. XTI CEO Scott Pomeroy emphasized that Zorabian's expertise in scaling operations and certification will be invaluable in advancing the TriFan 600 to market. In tandem with this leadership development, XTI Aircraft also announced the completion of an updated customer segmentation analysis in partnership with IDEO, a leading design and innovation firm. It conducted in-depth research across various aviation markets, including ultra-high net worth individuals, corporate flight departments, and fractional operators. The findings have helped XTI refine its understanding of the TriFan 600's target customers and market opportunities, both short-term and long-term. IDEO's insights will also inform XTI's product development and market strategy, providing valuable data on how the aircraft can best serve emerging markets, including regional and B2B sectors. For more on stocks and crypto, follow Ascencore. See you next time.